these archstones, there's 5 of them. And each of them takes you to their respective lands. As you can see, they're all sealed right now. Oh, that's one. That's one that's actually never been. That's never been fixed. There were rumors about them adding this archstone on a download content. It's like the Land of the Giants or something. So now, I probably mentioned it earlier, but I'm actually going to end this video right now because I showed you the intro, right? But on the next portion, I'll be going to the Gates of Boletaria. This one, the Archstone of the Covetous King. And again, these act like bonfires. But right now, as you've seen earlier, the rest of them are sealed. So yeah, thank you again for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be giving you guys more later. Welcome, my fellow YouTubers and gamers, to the Guy's Game Vids. I'm your host, The Guy. Now today I'm going to be showing you the Demon Souls remake for the PS5, the Gates of Boletaria, level 1-1 at the Boletarian Palace. I'm playing as a magician. Now, I just started playing, so this is the very first, my very first playthrough, meaning I won't be able to level up until I defeat the boss of this level, the Phalanx. Look at that guy, he's so menacing. He's got quite the appetite. Huh, I don't know why I had that out. So I'm going to do my best to collect all the items and show you guys what to expect. I am in what's called soul form. If you look at the top left hand corner of the screen, my life is at half. Now, in soul form, your life starts out at going at half. And you have what's called character tendency. Now, with your character tendency, you have either black, pure black, white, or pure white, and then there's neutral. And it's like in a 7 different phase kind of system. And it's the same with your world tendency. Sorry, I just hiccuped. But don't get it confused with world tendency. World tendency, it affects events. And so each of the 5 archstones, each of the 5 worlds, if you want to call them that, have their own world tendency. In fact, let me show you real quick. Here's the world tendencies right now when they're neutral, meaning they're not black and they're not white. They're just in the middle. Now, the only way your world tendency goes to white is if you kill a boss. So like sometimes there's mini bosses like a dragon that you saw earlier. He'll if you kill him later, it'll increase your world tendency to white. You can also increase it by killing invaders. So invaders only come like when you're in human form, just like in the other Souls games. You know, although in the other Souls games, you know what, Dark Souls 3 called it Embered form, and you know, I believe the other's called human form. But in this game, it's human. So when you're in human form, invaders can then come. Otherwise, you're safe. But again, I mentioned invaders. You kill invaders, you can increase it to white. There's also something called a primeval demon. Now, I'll show you those, but you won't be seeing those in my videos until I specifically get to that portion. But just know that the main thing you know in the beginning of the game is when you're in human form, every time you die, your world tendency will go towards black. And what that means is when your world tendency actually is in black, certain invaders, NPC invader will show up. So in this level specifically, I'll just show you real quick what happens. This gate right over here, again, it's right in the beginning, right next to the, I was going to call it a bonfire, the first archstone here where you start. So here's where you start, run over here to the left, and there's a gate here. Now you can see the gate's closed, right? In fact, let me read this message and see what it says. If you have white soul tendency, you can proceed, right? I'll vote awesome for that, because that's great. Now, behind that gate, there's Executioner Marilda. Now, again, you have to be pure white for that gate to open. It might also open on pure black world tendency. But once the gate is open, it stays open. So if you lose your tendency after you've already, you know, gained it and you've come by here, the gate stays open forever. Now, behind that gate is, like I said, there's some phantoms that'll show up, you know, weaker phantoms, but also Executioner Marilda shows up. Now, she gives you like a certain armor set. I can't remember what it was called off the top of my head. But also by killing her, if she's in her human form, you actually have your character tendency and your world tendency, I believe, will go down. But it might just be your character tendency. Yeah, it's just your character tendency, that's right. I know, this whole character tendency thing I keep throwing around is kind of complicated and weird. And you're like, hey dude, you're not really explaining it. But here's the best thing you need to know. So this little eye thing at the top left corner over by my life is my character tendency. And think of it kind of like the same as your world tendency. So right now I'm at neutral. It's just a neutral. Now, to get it to pure white, you'll want to kill invaders. As far as I know, that's... besides killing the primeval demons, I think it's either you kill an invader or you have to be a phantom and you help another player kill an invader. So you as a human, right, you gotta be in human form first. Like, I'm in soul form, right, it won't happen. But you gotta go into human form, get invaded, and then you gotta successfully kill the invader, like actually land a killing blow. Not push them over an edge, you know, that doesn't count. And, you know, at one point I'll show you guys, because I know I'm going to need to do that. But, yeah, you want your character tendency to be at least neutral or towards white, because when you're in soul form like what I am right now, your damage that you deal, as well as your health, your life, are affected by your character tendency. So if I got pure, for example, I think when you're pure black character tendency, you have like 30% health, and you only do like, I know you do only like half, I believe it's half damage when you're at pure black. but it does the opposite when you're at pure white. Matter of fact, I got another character, and so when since I'm at pure white with that character, with my character tendency, I actually do more damage in soul form than I do in my human form. So hold on to these fire bombs. You're going to need them for the boss. At the very beginning of the game, we're going to need those fire bombs. A couple of floozies over here. You know what? Let's throw some fire at him. Look at that. One shot, baby. Done. Versus my, 4 desperate swings. So we're going to come back out here later. Or I'm sorry. I'll show you later. But there's a place where you'll cut some chains down and grab a couple items. So yeah. Hey, you want to come down? Nope. He said, oh my gosh, that fire hurts. So funny on this game. I'm so used to the Souls games having, undead, right? Alright, there's your mail breaker. It's good for anti-shield attacks. I'm going to be putting a lot of my stuff in storage, or I might be discarding a lot because I don't use a lot of this stuff. And again, these shards you use to upgrade your weapons. You're actually going to need quite a bit of them. Oh my goodness, I didn't even equip this. Did I equip my stuff? That's silly. Why would I not equip my helmet? As you can see, it's the iconic helmet from the intro of the game. Come on, buddy. Oh. I was hoping those were fireballs, but oh well. Boom, roasted. There was another guy. Oh, there he is. I mean, he screamed a lot for only falling about, 10 feet there. So again, please just fast forward to the part you want to see, the boss fight or whatever. I have no problem with that. Again, I'm doing this to help you guys. Anyone who's just lucky enough to happen to have a PS5. These are crazy times we're living in. I never thought it'd be a hard thing to get a game system. Like, I understand, a hard thing to get the vaccine maybe for COVID. Or, there's so many other things, right? Hard thing maybe getting a new Tesla car. The list goes on and on, right? But a game system? Like, what is going on with us today, man? We're so into our games now because we're all stuck inside. Alright, there's our Bastard Sword. Now, I've seen other players wield it. I personally never have used it. But it is really great at just knocking a guy on the ground. And you'll see later in this some of the other levels, it's really handy to have a weapon like that to just swing around and knock your enemy off of a high platform. It's very helpful. And yes, I've been a victim of that weapon. I'm sorry, did I go the wrong way? Oh, of course, I gotta go back outside. Again, I'm not an expert at this game. I've played through it 2 times now. This is my 3rd time. But yeah, hopefully I don't butcher it. Who's got the better fire? So up here you'll have a blue-eyed knight. Ooh. And of course the guy's shooting at me from behind. Ooh, I'm being careless. Darn it. I need to regenerate my magic. Now in the beginning of the game, of course, it's difficult because you have hardly any regenerating magic items. They call it spice on this game. Ooh. Almost dead. Awesome. Get that half... What's it called? Half moon grass. A lot of reference to the moon on this game when it comes to grass. Soldier's Lotus. And more half moon grass. 4 of it, actually. Nice. So let's see. Is this the place? Okay. So down here is the mausoleum. Past this red-eyed knight. And because I'm such a low level right now, I don't even want to attempt to fight this guy. Plus, there's nothing I can do anyway. It's just a locked door right now. You have to save, oh my gosh, what is his name? Ostrava, of course. Ostrava of Boletaria. You'll see him later in this video. He calls himself Ostrava, but he's got a different name. And he's actually the son of the King Alat, the Lord of these lands. Tragic story, really, but he's a good guy. If you want, you can kill him as soon as you meet him and get the mausoleum key. Oh, he healed. I love the way they sound. They're just like, oh yeah. It's like they sound really goofy, actually. It's like, really, you guys couldn't come up with a better voice actor? But maybe they wanted them to sound like that because they're monsters. Alright. I always forget if there's a guy in here lying in ambush. Nope. Again, keep those fire bombs. I just got 6 more. You want them for this boss. Okay, guys. Now those were flame barrels. It's really hard to distinguish the difference. A lot of the lighting in this game is dim. So I'll be honest, I'm like, what? Did he die? Oh no, he just took 4 damage. So he's gonna come back up. Maybe later. Yeah, he's gonna backpedal for now. So these are the chains I was mentioning earlier. When I cut this, you'll see these bodies hanging in the air. And now they're on the ground. You can see the item right where it says, oh, whoa, you jerk. And of course I cut the other one incidentally at the same time. I got the flame wielding jerk. So what I'm going to, you don't actually need to go this way. It's just another shortcut. But here, I'm going to do something here. Ooh. You know what? That is not good for me. Invincible, baby. Oh no, they got me. Oh, no. Well, I got the shortcut. Good thing too, because if I didn't get that shortcut, I wouldn't be too happy right now. So don't do what I just did. But as you can see, I'm just going to run right up here. Ooh. You got me. Like I said, I'm not the best melee guy. But I love throwing my magic. I'm being quite reserved though, because again, it's the beginning of the game. I don't have any means of purchasing items to regenerate my magic. And I mentioned the fire bombs, but my my fire spell also come in handy at this boss. Which, incidentally, I'm talking about the boss. It's actually at this gate right here. Come on, guys. There you go. That's right. Sucker. So there I got pine resin. It's actually used for putting fire on your weapon. Alright, so I died right here. This is the shortcut I was talking about. And there I got aged spice. It's going to help me a lot for magic regeneration. And the jade hair ornament. Now, you can trade it to what they call Sparkly the Crow on this game. So yeah, another crow that you can trade with. Just like the other Souls games. Or you can give it to an NPC. The cling ring, now that is helpful. Look at my life. Like right now it's at 50%. When I put the cling ring on, less HP reduction when you're in soul form. Again, only in soul form. But now, I'm at 75%. I'm going to use some grass, and go back in here. Get my souls. Because like in the other Souls games, if you don't retrieve your souls on that next playthrough, you're not going to get them. Let's see, take my time. Ooh. Hey, hey! To be honest, I missed the special attacks that you could use on like Dark Souls 3. And even Dark Souls 1. The remastered one. There were certain weapons that had abilities. It was really nice. Unfortunately, as far as I know, there's nothing like that on this game. There is the Storm Ruler, and that has something akin to the Storm Ruler from Dark Souls 3. Where you know, with the Storm Ruler, you'll use it for, it's really only used on one boss. Just like Gorm the Giant from Dark Souls 3. But yes, as far as that special ability, I don't know of any other weapons that have a special ability. Now there's, you know, obviously weapons that increase your attributes or, you know, like boost your magic, etc. Okay, so now I'm back where I should be. Back up on the ramparts. I swore there was a... Oh. Okay. Let's see if he comes charging at me. Yep, I know, it was cheap. I got him when he was just trying to grab something to eat. The poor dude. Again, that's a blue-eyed knight. Let's see. Oh, of course, I don't need to go this way. But there is an item I want to go grab. I don't really want these guys shooting me up. And of course, back here's the mausoleum with the red-eyed knight. We won't get that just yet. That's for another video. But that mausoleum holds the I don't know if it's the soul brand or the demon brand sword. But you have to have the mausoleum key that you get from Ostrava. Now, like I said, we'll see Ostrava in a bit. What do I get here? A light crossbow. Nothing that's too fantastic. I'm gonna go through here and just drop it and send to storage. Which that's a huge thing about the remake too. Is I guess in the other Demon Souls game you couldn't do that. But here I am, just basically transporting it to my storage. No big deal. And of course, you see item burn at the top right corner, 32.7 out of 88. Now that you can just transport things to your storage, the item burden is not really a big deal anymore. Let's see. I have to get back up. You know what? Screw it. You get one of my fireballs. I really like throwing in the death throws, for the enemies in this game. I've already killed that guy, right? Yep, I did. And here we are, ta-da! Alright, so I did the crossbow ledge, jumped off and got the crossbow. I believe I need to go down here now, yep. So, Ostrava will be around here somewhere. I think that's him. Yep, there he is. If you look down this ledge, I could actually jump down and go help him, but I tend to go this other direction. Ooh, that was dumb. I walked right into it. Okay. Ooh, there's two of you guys. Not fair. I'm not messing around. I'm trying to do a video, you guys. Come on, be respectful. So let's see. Okay, over here is your first merchant. Now, there's like, I think 3 different merchants in the different worlds.
Good day to you. Care to look over my ware? Mostly stolen, but who's telling me?
Let's look through stuff real quick for your benefit. He's selling some okay stuff. The plate armor is actually not too bad, but given that it's just the beginning of the game, I mean, it's not a huge deal to have any of this stuff, because I'll be gathering this from enemies as well as picking these off corpses. So in the beginning, it's like, if you want to buy more, you can. I'm not. You'll see that guy another 2 different times. Should be a guy right here. Huh, no? Okay. There they are. I was like, where are you guys? Get out of my way. Now, like I said, I'm going a different way to help Ostrava. There's more than one way to go. Oh. Are those guys still shooting at me? You know they can't hit me? Huh. Interesting. Should be a blue-eyed knight really close to here. I can hear his breathing. They sound like Darth Vader, you know. I'm hoping people are familiar with the Darth Vader reference from Star Wars, but yes. So yeah, you can go up, you can go that way. That ledge I showed you earlier where Ostrava's at, you can just jump over that. So there's many different ways you can go about this. I'm just going to go this way. I believe the Blue-Eyed Knight should be right up here. Yeah, there he is. You see him? Looking at me fiercely. Ooh, it's a good thing I did that. Well, that was dumb. Well, come on, put your shield down. Ooh. Gotcha, sucker. That's right, scream in agony. Oh no, I've been shot. Did that guy actually die? Or is he just screaming because he's... Yep. You're still alive, of course. I'm gonna go kill him. Because I don't want a pesky arrow to catch me in the face like that. Unaware. Alright, so instead of going up for now, I'm going to continue down here where I will help Ostrava. Come on, boys. Ooh, that was dumb. Walked right into that. It's like I got performance anxiety or something, you guys, because I don't remember them getting me like that before. Oh, that's funny. So, okay, behind all this crap, you see a little secret area here. Hello. Ooh. Try to do a strong attack on him. Did that hurt? Sounded like it. Whoops. I'm gonna start using this. So this crescent moon grass, you know, in the beginning of the game, it's pretty handy, you know, because it's very lightweight, and so then you can carry a whole bunch of it. But besides that, like later in the game especially, the crescent moon grass is kind of worthless. But hey, we're in the beginning of the game, right? So you use what you got. Now you notice that one didn't have a shield. So the blue-eyed knights that don't have a shield tend to be much easier for me to, you know, take down. I don't know where it is. There's another guy hiding around here. I think he's coming from here. Yep. Hey. That's not fair. Ooh. Hey, man. Easy. Oh, what am I doing? That's so stupid. Being so careless. Gotcha, suckers. Alright, so if I go over here, it's a crossbow guy, right? Yep. There's another doofus. I call you guys doofuses because look at you. You just swing wildly and... Now there's a bunch of guys over here. I'm gonna lure them out though. Because poor Strava, when you go and help him, what does he do? The guy decides to just start wandering around and kind of aimlessly, and this is where he ends up going. And as you'll see, there's a bunch of enemies over here. So let's try something fun. I didn't do this before. So I'm gonna throw this. Whoops. Did I get all of them? I don't know, I got 3 of them. That's okay. Again, I don't ever claim to be an expert at this game. Hey, sharpstone shards. Like I was saying earlier, you're going to need a lot of those to upgrade your weapons. There's no item down there. Okay. So, okay, this area is cleaned out. So now when poor Strava comes down here, he won't die. Because that's a thing, too. If you want to complete his quests, you have to save him, I believe it's 3 times. Yeah, you have to save him 3 times. But he's a good guy. Strava's a good guy. Okay, there's an item over there. Again, I'm not going to be covering every single item, but I will do as much as I possibly know, with the exception of fractured mode. For those of you not aware, fractured mode is basically you talk to this statue at the Nexus and it reverses the whole world. And there's only one armor set you can get using the fracture mode. Basically, it's very difficult. See, there he is waving. That's our boy Strava, right? So let's see what happens here. Throw a firebomb down here. Now, technically, I probably should be saving it for the boss, but... Hey, I'm a fire magic user though, right? I can use a little more, risk a little more, and there he goes. He comes down.
My thanks for your brave rescue. I am Ostrava of Boletaria. Accept this as a token of my gratitude.
Brass telescope, besides, you know, being able to see a little further, there's no use for it.
Now I take my leave. There is something I must do.
So, poor Strava, he's in Boletaria, And he's just trying to make things right with his dad. You know, to set things right. Because he heard rumors about his dad going all corrupt and evil. And he's on a quest to basically find out the truth and basically change his dad's mind. So as you can see, he's wandering around. I mean, come on, there's all sorts of dangers. So he'll just kind of walk back and forth now between this area and the one we were just at. But yeah, there's that huge group of dredgelings over there. What was it, like 8 or 9 dredgelings over there? That would have, you know, probably taken him apart if I didn't go and kill him first. Alright, so onward. Gonna continue upward now. Now that we saved Ostrava. The brass telescope you're gonna use to... I would just give it to Sparkly the Crow myself. You get a nice... I believe they're called white arrows that you get. Nice items. And there's no boss back here. You just go on through. You know, for the longest time I didn't know about this trick. Right over here, you see all these boulders, right? Like a whole bunch. And you look down here, and there's a bunch of enemies. I'm not even kidding you. I think there's 9 enemies with 4 crossbow guys. So needless to say, they could rip you apart pretty easily at the early levels here. So let's just give this a good whack. And hopefully I don't die. And there you go. Oh, it feels good. It feels good when the game gives you a, you know, a leg up every so often, because this game is pretty tough. As far as like how tough in comparison to the other Souls games though, I do not think this game is the toughest. And you'll see why as I play. I don't know if you noticed there was a dragon in the background there. And yeah, it's like, where's this dragon at, right? We saw him in the beginning. Oh, you're about to see him. Actually, we got a little further to go. I want to play around. Take him out, and then I'll fight this guy. Oh, backstab, whatever. More half-moon grass, always very nice. And, okay, so there's nothing there. Alright, so just down here, we'll see our fellow dragons. If you hear a cat meowing in the background, just know it's my my little furball. And there they are. There's 2 glorious beasts. Now, I was saying earlier about world tendency and how you want to go up to white. If you want it to be pure white, and not only will you get the Executioner Marilda gate open that I showed you at the beginning, but you'll also get those, both those dragons will be gone. So you can come back here and loot all these corpses. There's a whole bunch. There's also like it's called a purple flame shield, or purple shield, I think. Very good for fire defense. It's not the best. The Adjudicator shield is the best for fire, but the purple one's next best. So again, to get your world tendency up to... Now, again, this is separate from character tendency. I know it's very confusing, because here's my character tendency, right? World tendency affects events like NPCs showing up, phantoms, and also, like I mentioned earlier, the primeval demons. Now, like I said earlier, it's pure white. Those dragons will be gone. To get it to white, you need to kill bosses, or you need to kill invaders, or you need to kill primeval demons. So what is that? There's 3 different ways. So if you're a blue phantom, you're helping people kill bosses. just so you know, that doesn't affect your tendency. I don't think it affects your character tendency or world tendency when you're a Phantom. The only thing that affects your character tendency as a Phantom is when you get in, or the host player gets invaded and you kill the invader. Now you, as the Phantom, have to land the killing blow, I believe, which is a real stupid technicality. I've had it where the Blue Phantoms helped me as the host, and the Blue Phantom, you know, killed the invader for me, right? And I didn't get anything. Like, I got no boost in my character tendency or world tendency. So let's see here. The dragon should be showing up. Hear him. Okay. Should be coming. Where's that dragon? There he is. And he's laying down his flames. No? Alright then. We're gonna try to bait him again. Because it's really cool when he flames up all these guys. He's like my best friend, you know? Whether he knows it or not. Why is he teasing me? I don't get it. It's like he's showing up, and then he decides not to. I couldn't get him to do it last time either. Our first time playing though, he came in and just torched these guys. Come on. Don't you want to help a fellow out? I think you guys were so cool. There it is. Thank you so much. You are the best. Oh, look at that glorious fire. Just awesome, right? And now I can just run by. No problems. Oh, shoot! Not a good idea. Don't do what I just did. Okay. Hey guys, bye. So we need to pull this switch. Wow. I thought for sure I was roasted. This opens the boss gate. The Phalanx. And that is the boss weapon spear. Now, on this game it's interesting. When you want to get boss weapons forged, you need to have the Flame Lurker boss defeated. Now, because of the dragon running back and forth, I'm going to see here. I think there's one item I can grab here. Yeah, here it is. Because the dragon's flying around, I don't want to risk getting roasted again. Although, is there anything right here? No. Let's see if he comes back. I'm just going to chance it here. Because I think when I'm on this side, the dragon does not come. And again, I already got the boss gate open, but there is one more gate I should be trying to open. It's at the bottom of where I am. Oh, okay. There is one item over there, but I'm gonna, for purposes of getting the mission over with, and you know, I don't want to get roasted again. I'm just gonna skip it. Anyway, I was mentioning about boss weapons. You need... You need to defeat the Flame Lurker boss. Really? Is there another guy? Oh yeah, look at that. Hey, you're swinging at nothing, man. Anyway, the Flame Lurker boss will be another boss I'll talk about later. But just know that you can't make boss weapons until the Flame Lurker has been defeated. And I'm saying boss soul weapons specifically. In other words, you defeat the boss, you get their soul, and then you can make their special weapon. Hey guys, come on. I'm a woman. But we don't care. We're equal opportunity fighters here. Hey, really? I will say the ricochet you get from weapons hitting the walls, I think it's really, it's a lot more specific on this game versus the other Souls games. Again, I'm not claiming to be the best, you know, melee fighter, right? So I just, like, hammer that R1, and I tend to favor quick, you know, curved swords. In fact, my favorite is the Falcon. If that's how you pronounce it. Falcon, Falcon. And then we got this guy here. Come on. Alright, good old 1, 2, 3. And now this, your first ever Phalanx blob, I guess you can call it. I don't know. But it is really annoying. There we go. And unless you get behind it, it's going to take you a long time to defeat it. Let's see. No enemy out here, right? And I already got the Jade Hair ornament, right? Yeah. And if... Let's see. I think I just have one more to defeat. Yep. Ooh. That's not fair. Half moon grass. And here's the other shortcut. Again, I'm going to want to get pure white world tendency and come back to this at another time. Is my headset not working? I sure hope it's still working. It'd be kind of embarrassing thinking I'm recording and I'm not. Alright, now because... Yeah. I was going to say I'll go back and regenerate my magic real quick. Just so I don't have to use any items. But again, pure white world tendency is achieved by killing bosses, killing invaders, killing primeval demons, or killing, they call them black phantoms, but the color of them is actually red. So I'm going to touch this and just transport myself back here. And you'll see my magic will regenerate. But of course the enemies will come back too. But hey, I mean, what is it, like 6 guys? You know, no big deal. Hey. Not cool, man. Yeah. Now you wanted to show off for your friends. I know, I'm so mean. Scaring the crows away. All their fun. Crows just want to have fun. Alright, boys, come on. It's funny, I didn't notice until, at one point I didn't notice until later, but yeah, these dredgelings, they literally have the same faces as the dredgeling merchant. So it's like, I don't know, you know, you guys all lose your hair and, I don't know, you just mutate into these common looking everyday guys. Alright, so, here we go. The Phalanx. Firebombs at the ready. Real embarrassing if I died here. I really hope I don't. Just throw those bombs at it. Right? I don't get super cocky like me and just, you know. Look how much damage I'm doing though. I almost feel bad for it. And once it dies, all of its little compatriots die too. Now my body's been restored. My character tendency still stays the same, but my world tendency has gone up. Now, you won't notice the change in the world tendency until you have used an arch zone. So, in some cases, if you want to go from, say, pure black tendency to pure white tendency in one go, you have to do, basically you got to run through the level without using an arch stone. So it's possible, right? But you can't die, right? So, I'm going to go back. As you see, I got the lead demon soul. That's only used for that that boss soul weapon, the scraping spear, I think it's called. And what's really cool about the scraping spear, it's the best weapon for degrading equipment. So I've had invaders that literally just sit there and poke me and poke me and poke me with this spear. And, you know, being a noob, of course, I was like, what are they doing, right? It's barely doing any damage. And then after like maybe 10 or so hits, suddenly you get the warning, oh, your armor's degraded and broken. And I'm like, that sneaky little invader, and he was trying to rip up my equipment. And of course, you should know that when your equipment's degraded, the durability of your equipment's gone. So like, each weapon has this, it's next to that broken sword icon. They have a durability. Now once that's ran out, it incredibly decreases the capabilities of that piece of equipment. So armor has it, weapons have it, you know, shields, even my my catalyst, I believe, has it. Yeah, see, it's only got 30. So, good thing to know. Now, of course, to get it repaired, you just go to blacksmith here at the Nexus. But again, I'll show you guys a little bit more later. But thank you again for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. This is the Guy's Game Vids. Thank you so much.